Captain Lucas Hayes looked over the dry land of New Eden. The sky was gray and heavy with clouds. Smoke rose in the distance. The colony was quiet now, but everyone knew war was coming. Lucas stood tall in his black uniform. His face was serious and tired. He was the leader of the regulars, an elite group of soldiers who worked quietly but with great power. They were called Special Forces by others, but the galaxy already feared them for their strength and skill. Lucas walked through the base with quick steps. He passed rows of soldiers preparing their gear. Among them was Anna Grant, the best sharpshooter in the team. She was focused, checking her rifle carefully. Anna's dark eyes met Lucas's for a moment. They had known each other for years, and there was a quiet respect between them. Sometimes Lucas wondered if there was more than just friendship, but both kept their feelings hidden. The base commander, a calm woman named Mia Collins, waited for Lucas in the command room. Mia was the brains behind the regulars' operations. She looked up when Lucas entered. "Captain, the Queen wants to see you. It is urgent." Lucas nodded. "I will go right away." Queen Evelyn Carter ruled New Eden. She was not just a queen, but a former soldier. She knew what war meant and how to lead people in battle. Evelyn was strong, smart, and fair. She believed in her people and trusted the regulars to protect them. The Queen's hall was large and quiet. Evelyn stood by a window, watching the burning fields outside. Her face was pale, but determined. "Lucas, the situation is worse than we thought," she said. "A coalition of enemy groups is moving toward us. They want to take New Eden's resources. If they succeed, the colony will fall." Lucas's eyes narrowed. "What do you want me to do, Your Majesty? I want you and your regulars to find out their plans and stop them before they reach the city. You need to be ready for a full attack." Evelyn's voice was calm but firm. Lucas bowed his head. "We will not fail you." The Queen gave a small smile. "I know you will not." Back at the base, Lucas gathered his team. Daniel Mason, the tech expert, adjusted his gear with nervous energy. Daniel was young but very smart. He worked hard to keep their weapons and systems running perfectly. "Listen up," Lucas said. "We have a dangerous mission ahead. The enemy is close. We must find their plans and protect New Eden. Anna, you will lead the sharpshooters. Mia, plan the strategy. Daniel, stay ready for any technical problems." The team nodded. They trusted Lucas and each other. They had trained for years to be the best soldiers in the galaxy. As they prepared to leave, Anna came to Daniel quietly. "Are you ready for this?" she asked. Daniel smiled. "I am ready if you are." Anna looked away but felt her heart beat faster. The mission began at night. The regulars moved like shadows across the empty lands. They were silent and careful. Lucas led them through old ruins, always watching for danger. Suddenly, a bright light flashed. The enemy had set a trap. Guns fired from the dark. The regulars took cover quickly. Bullets flew, hitting the ground and walls. Lucas shouted, "Orders! Hold your ground! Return fire!" Anna aimed carefully and took down 2 enemy soldiers. Daniel hacked into a nearby security system to find more enemies. Mia coordinated the team's movements. The fight was fierce, but the regulars were stronger and smarter. After the battle, Lucas found a strange message left by the enemy. It showed someone inside New Eden was helping them. The team was shocked. There was a traitor in their home. Lucas looked at his team. "We must find the mole before it is too late." The night was quiet again, but Lucas knew the war was only beginning. The regulars were ready to fight, protect, and win. New Eden depended on them. The galaxy already feared the regulars, and soon, everyone would know why. Captain Lucas Hayes stood in the crowded room of the neutral station called Orion's Rest. The air was thick with tension. Leaders from different groups came to discuss the future of New Eden. Each leader was confident their side would win the coming war.
Ow!
They spoke loudly, trying to show power and strength. Queen Evelyn Carter was beside Lucas. She stood tall and calm. Her eyes scanned the room, watching everyone carefully. She was ready to defend her colony at any cost. The leaders did not think much of humans. They called Lucas and his regulars special forces, as if they were weak. They did not know the truth. The galaxy already feared what the regulars could do. Lucas felt the weight of the Queen's trust on his shoulders. He knew this meeting might be the last chance for peace. If it failed, war would start, and many lives would be lost. He kept his hand close to his weapon, ready for anything. The talks went on for hours. The coalition leaders demanded that New Eden give up its resources. They wanted the colony to join their side or be destroyed. Queen Evelyn refused. Her voice was strong and clear. New Eden will never surrender to threats. Suddenly, alarms rang out. The coalition had planned a surprise attack during the meeting. Soldiers rushed in with guns and explosives. Chaos exploded in the room. People screamed and ran for cover. Lucas acted fast. He pulled his team together and began to fight back. Anna Grant fired from a high point, picking off enemies one by one. Mia Collins coordinated the defense, telling soldiers where to go and when to attack. Daniel Mason used his devices to block enemy communications and control the station's security systems. The regulars moved with skill and power. They fought like shadows, strong and fast. In the middle of the fight, Lucas saw a young soldier from the coalition fall. Without thinking, he rushed forward and pulled the man to safety. The soldier's name was Jack Turner. Lucas did not know if Jack was a friend or enemy, but saving a life was the right thing to do. The battle ended with the coalition soldiers pushed back and defeated. The leaders fled, but the damage was done. The talks were over, and war was now certain. After the fight, Queen Evelyn found Lucas in a quiet corner. "You saved a coalition soldier." "Why?" she asked softly. Lucas looked at her. "Even enemies have people worth saving. It might matter later." Evelyn nodded, but her eyes were full of worry. "This war will test us all." The night was calm after the battle. The regulars returned to their base. Anna and Daniel walked together. Daniel finally spoke his heart. "Anna, I have wanted to tell you something for a long time. I care about you. More than just as a friend." Anna stopped and looked at him. "Daniel, I feel the same. But right now, we have to focus on the fight. There may be time for us later." Daniel smiled and nodded. "I will wait for that time." Inside the base, Lucas studied the message from the earlier ambush. It showed a traitor close to the Queen's inner circle. This made Lucas feel a cold fear. The danger was not only outside but inside their own home. He gathered his team. "We have to find the traitor. No one can be trusted completely. We will protect New Eden no matter what." The regulars were ready to fight again. The galaxy was watching. The regulars were not just special forces. They were the shield that held the colony's hope alive. The city of New Eden was quiet before dawn. The streets were empty, but tension filled the air. The people knew war was coming. The coalition was close. They wanted to take the city and its resources. Captain Lucas Hayes and the regulars prepared for the battle. They moved through the narrow alleys and ruined buildings. The city was like a maze, perfect for guerrilla fighting. Lucas trusted his team to work together. Anna Grant was ready with her rifle. Daniel Mason checked their communication devices. Mia Collins studied the maps, planning their moves carefully. Lucas knew this fight would be the hardest. The coalition had many soldiers, but the regulars had skill and determination. They would use the city to their advantage. The goal was not to meet the enemy head-on, but to strike quickly and disappear. The first shots came just as the sun rose. The coalition soldiers stormed into the city with heavy weapons. The regulars waited in the shadows. Yana fired from a rooftop, picking off enemy leaders one by one. The aim was perfect. Daniel hacked into the city's old security cameras. He watched the enemy move and warned the team. Mia sent quick messages telling the regulars where to attack and where to hide. The fighting was fast and fierce. In one ruined building, Anna faced an enemy commander. He was tall and strong, with a cold face. They fought hand to hand. Anna was quick and smart. She used her speed to win. The commander fell, and the enemy soldiers were shocked. Lucas moved through the city, leading small groups of regulars. They attacked supply lines and destroyed weapons. The coalition was surprised by the hit-and-run tactics. They could not catch the regulars. But the battle was not just outside. Lucas learned the mole was close to the Queen. The thought made him uneasy. Who could betray them? He had to find the traitor before it was too late. One night, Lucas met Queen Evelyn in her chambers. She was tired but strong. "We must win this fight," she said. "New Eden depends on it." Lucas nodded. I am doing everything to protect you and the city. But there is a traitor among us. Evelyn looked worried. Find them. It must be stopped. While the city burned around them, another story grew quietly. Daniel found a moment to talk to Anna. I want to be honest. I care about you more than a friend. Anna looked down. I care too, Daniel, but now is not the time. We have to survive first. Daniel held her hand. I will wait as long as it takes. The days passed with battles and losses. The regulars never gave up. They fought with every breath. They were the shield of New Eden. Lucas's team worked day and night to find the mole. They watched people closely. Finally, they caught someone trying to pass secret messages to the enemy. The traitor was one of the Queen's guards. Lucas faced him. Why betray your own people? The man's eyes were cold. I believe the coalition will win. It is better to be on the winning side. Lucas shook his head. You are wrong. We fight for home, for honor. The traitor was taken away, but the war was far from over. Your New Eden was still burning, but hope was alive. The regulars stood strong. They were the last line of defense. The city needed them now more than ever. Queen Evelyn stood in her fortress, the last place left safe in New Eden. The city outside was broken and burning, but inside the walls was quiet and cold. She held a small device in her hand, a secret weapon the regulars had helped build. It was new technology that could change the fight. Only the regulars could use it well. Captain Lucas Hayes entered the room with his team. He looked at Evelyn. Are you sure this will work? Evelyn nodded. It will give us the edge we need, but we have to move fast. The enemy will not wait. Lucas turned to his team. This is it. We take back the city. We strike hard and fast. Daniel Mason checked the device again. The technology can disable enemy weapons for a short time. We use it right before the attack. Anna Grant loaded her rifle and smiled. I am ready. Mia Collins gave the last orders. Members stay together and watch each other's backs. As they prepared to leave, the door opened. Jack Turner, the coalition soldier Lucas saved earlier, stepped inside. He looked tired and serious. I want to help you, Jack said. I see now the coalition leaders only want war for power. They do not care about people. Lucas looked at him with caution. Why should we trust you? Jack lowered his head. I have no choice. I want to stop this war before more die. Evelyn spoke firmly. You will follow our orders. Any sign of betrayal and you will answer to me. Jack agreed. The team prepared to leave. The final battle was about to begin. Night fell over New Eden. The regulars moved through the shadows toward the enemy camp. The city was dark and quiet. The only sounds were their footsteps and soft breathing. Lucas felt the weight of the moment. Stay sharp. We have one chance. Daniel activated the device. A soft hum filled the air. Enemy weapons went silent. The regulars moved in fast, striking with power and precision. Anna took down enemy soldiers from above. Mia guided the team through the camp. The enemy was confused and weak. They could not fight back. Lucas found the traitor's leader in a tent. The man was angry and surprised to see him. They fought fiercely. Lucas's strength and skill won the fight. Outside, the battle raged. The regulars pushed the enemy back, reclaiming lost ground. The Queen's fortress was safe again. After the fight, Evelyn and Lucas stood together. The Queen looked at Lucas with respect and something more. You have saved New Eden? Lucas looked at her. We all did. But this is only the beginning. They shared a quiet moment, the city burning around them, but hope still alive. Meanwhile, Anna and Daniel found time alone. Daniel took her hand. I do not want to wait anymore. I want to be with you. Anna smiled softly. Then we fight for a future together. The war was not over, but the regulars had won an important battle. They had shown the galaxy why humans were not to be underestimated. They were not just special forces, they were the protectors of their home. The sun rose over the city of New Eden. The battle was over, but the land still smelled of smoke. The city was damaged, but the people were alive. They looked at the sky with hope. The regulars had won the fight. They had saved their home. Captain. Lucas Hayes walked through the streets with Anna Grant by his side. The people watched them with respect and gratitude. They were no longer just special forces. They were heroes. Queen Evelyn stood on the balcony of her fortress. She looked at the city and then at Lucas. "You and your team have done more than I could ask," she said. "New Eden owes you everything." Lucas bowed his head. "We fought for the people, that is all." Anna squeezed his hand. She smiled at him quietly. Daniel Mason walked up behind them. He looked happy but tired. Lucas looked at Daniel and Anna together. "You two are together now," Daniel nodded. "We will face the future side by side." Lucas smiled. "Good. We all need hope after this war." Evelyn stepped forward. "The war may be over, but our work is not finished. We must rebuild and prepare. There are other dangers beyond the stars." Lucas looked at the Queen and nodded. "The regulars will stand ready." People of New Eden began to rebuild their homes and lives. The damage was great, but their spirit was stronger. The regulars helped where they could, not just as soldiers, but as protectors. One day, Lucas stood with Evelyn on a hill overlooking the city. The air was clear, and the sun was bright. They both knew that peace might not last, but for now it was enough. Evelyn took Lucas's hand. "Thank you for everything." Lucas looked into her eyes. "Thank you for trusting us." They shared a quiet moment, two warriors who had fought together and found something more. Anna and Daniel watched from below. They laughed softly, free from fear for the first time in a long time. Lucas knew the regulars' fight was far from over. The galaxy was vast and many threats waited in the dark. But for now, they had one. They had shown the galaxy the power of humans who fought for home, for honor, and for each other. The regulars were not just special forces, they were a legend, and their story was only beginning.